Good evening. Our top story tonight. It's a dire situation at hospitals across the Central Coast tonight. ICU bed capacity continues to dwindle while the number of COVID-19 patients requiring hospitalization rises. Thanks for joining us here on the CW at 10. I'm Veronica Macias. Doctors in area hospitals, Natividad, Salinas Valley Memorial, and Chomp and Me Memorial, all sending a strong message tonight. Hospitals are overwhelmed. Our KION's Jocelyn Ortega joins us live outside of Natividad tonight with more. Jocelyn.
Right now, more than ever, doctors say that people need to take precautions and keep others from getting sick because the lack of beds isn't just a concern for COVID-19 patients. Last week, Governor Gavin Newsom issued a stay-at-home order for counties in which ICU bed capacities fell below 15%. Currently in Monterey County, ICU capacity has dropped to below 20% availability, and doctors say they are overwhelmed.
Hospitals are all full of critically ill patients, and we continue to admit large numbers of people.
Medical staff say there is a possibility of overflow and even discussed having to put patients in their hallways just to keep their work going. All hospitals in the county were even forced to end elective procedures.
We spent a couple of hours yesterday at Memorial Hospital trying to decide if we could take a brain tumor out of a 26-year-old who had a rapidly expanding brain tumor, did not have COVID, but we just didn't know if we were going to have a bed to put him in afterwards.
At Community Hospital of the Monterey Peninsula, medical staff say their bed capacity is basically at zero.
Our ICU has 20 licensed beds. We've been running between 18 and 23 ICU patients for the last week. So the 23 was actually a negative capacity where we had to overflow.
Not all hospitalizations are COVID-19 patients, which is why they are urging people to keep COVID cases from rising. During a meeting with the County Board of Supervisors, the county health director said there were 97 COVID patients hospitalized as of December 6th. But doctors say the dramatic spike in COVID-19 cases, which they attribute to recent holiday gatherings, is expected to go much higher.
The winter months are traditionally our time of very high census in the hospital because of all sorts of seasonal respiratory illnesses like pneumonias. We can only expect that all of those other medical conditions that we traditionally care for are also going to need increased hospitalization.
Now medical experts pleading people to not have any gatherings in public, small or large, avoid close contact with any non-immediate family members, and more importantly, to continue wearing those face masks. Staffing is also a huge concern as hospitalization keeps rising. In the meantime, the doctors say they will make do with their resources and continue their efforts in obtaining more beds. A spokesperson with the Salinas Valley Memorial Hospital tells me that they are all gathering tomorrow to speak about issues such as staffing needs, COVID patients, and even touching on the topic of vaccines. In Salinas, Jocelyn Ortega, KION News Channel 546.